Oh man, I'm super happy, excited, and proud to do this. Today's episode of the Red Pill Podcast is brought to you by Jesus and Mero, the all-new weekly late-night talk show now on Showtime. My boys, the Bronx's own Jesus Nice and the Kid Mero bring their illustrious take on current events, politics, sports, and pop culture, and they funny as hell. They've been doing this for so long. They deserve it so much. They're about to take over late night. All while talking spicy with the week's hottest celebrity guests. A new episode of Jesus and Mero drops every Thursday at 11 p.m. only on Showtime. And now, for Jesus and Mero fans, which I am one, been one since the Uncommon Sense days, Bodega Boys, all of it, these guys are phenomenal. You can stream Showtime for only $4.99 a month for 6 months after a 30-day free trial. That's $5 a month, and you get your Jesus and Mero. That's a steal. Secure the deal and support the brand. Go to showtime.com/hive. Offer available for new subscribers only. Expires March 14th. It's my grandmother's birthday. Jesus and Mero couldn't be prouder of you guys. The show is phenomenal. Go out there and support these brothers. Not because the culture demands it, because they deserve it. Go do your thing. Also sponsoring today's episode of The Red Pill is HBO Films' new movie, OG, premiering this Saturday at 10 p.m. OG stars Jeffrey Wright as Lewis, who is in the final weeks of his 24-year sentence in maximum security prison. Damn. 24 years. What the hell did Lewis do? OG takes an intimate and unflinching look at the journey of one man at the precipice of freedom. Good word there. After nearly a quarter century behind bars, he must confront the impact of his actions and the challenges of re-entering society. Jeffrey Wright is one of my favorite actors. I think he's underrated. The dude is a chameleon, morphs into whatever role he does. Groundbreaking. It was filmed on location at Pendleton Correctional Facility in Indiana, and its cast includes several of the men incarcerated there. The film premiered at the 2018 Tribeca Film Festival, where Wright won the award for Best Actor in a U.S. narrative feature film. Be sure to tune in to OG, premiering Saturday at 10 p.m. on HBO and streaming on HBO Now and HBO Go. This joint is executive produced by a friend of the Red Pill, Kareem Biggs Burke. Shout out to Biggs, man. You're doing big things out there. And anything that he's involved with, you know it's going to be quality. You know it's going to be authentic. So we're really hoping that you check out OG on HBO this Saturday. Now let's get on with the show. Welcome to The Red Pill, where we give you the brutal reality of truth. Today's guest on Van Lathan's The Red Pill, Ceraadi. Ceraadi are a duo now, used to be a trio. We're going to talk about that in the podcast. Two sisters that reside here in California. They're just a lot of fun, man. They're a lot of fun. They're super young. They are super energetic. And they have millions of subscribers on YouTube. Everybody is talking about them right now. You might have seen them savaging the situation at the Rock Nation brunch because they have just signed with Rock Nation management. They are huge. They are big and getting bigger. Want to talk to somebody, to use a word that I just used, on the precipice of breaking out and see what their life has been like. We talk about a lot of things. We talk about how fame has impacted their family. There was a member of the group that is no longer in the group. That was one of their sisters. They get very emotional discussing that. These are real feeling human beings, and they talk about, sort of what their come up has actually cost them. Always interested to hear. Also, some of the shady characters, these are very beautiful young women, and they've had to deal with some not so on the level guys in terms of their music careers. They say that there are a lot of, quote unquote, their words, R. Kellys in this industry, and they're hoping to be able at some point to take a stand to kind of rid the industry of these types of guys. We also talk about some YouTube beefs, something I don't really know about these kids beefing on YouTube. They had some beef with some other YouTubers, and they kind of get at them a little bit, man. But listen, if you want to know what your kids are going to be listening to in 2-3 years, now, next month, whatever, listen to these young ladies. They have a very eclectic sort of diverse fan base, and they're doing their thing. Want to have them up here, talk to them a little bit about their careers. I got to learn something from them. Hopefully they got to learn something from me. I rapped on the podcast, but we took it out. Listen, I rapped on the podcast, and when Ceraadi hears us right there, we took that part out. Like, we listened to it several times, and we're not doing that. Y'all rap and sing. They rap and sing. I don't rap. Now, somewhere, the video and the audio of me rapping exists. Maybe you'll hear it one day, maybe you won't. But I can tell that when I rapped, Ceraadi was not very impressed with me. So me and Maddie made an executive decision. It came out of the podcast. We're going to get to that in a second. But before we get to our guests, we have to talk as a family about Jussie Smollett. Okay. Now, nothing is final yet, but it's looking with more certainty every single hour that Jussie Smollett in some way orchestrated the attack that he alleged happened to him. Like I said, there is nothing final, but it's looking as if he lied. Okay. The question now becomes, what if he did lie? What does that mean for everybody that supported him? I've had people come to me, been inundated with messages saying, Van, you were wrong. Van, you were wrong. You were wrong. You took a big L. Everyone that believed Jussie Smollett took a huge L. You guys were all so wrong. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think that I was wrong about anything. And if I was wrong for believing Jussie Smollett, I can tell you guys right now, I'm going to be wrong again. And the reason why I say that is because I am hardwired to believe victims. I'm hardwired to believe people when they say that something has happened to them. Now, if we find out that what we thought happened didn't happen, if we do the due diligence and people are exonerated, then they're just exonerated. If something didn't happen, it just didn't happen. I am not going to double and triple and quadruple down on something, knowing that the evidence has shown the fact that this incident didn't take place. I will never, ever do that. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where attacks on LGBT people and attacks on black men are commonplace. If not commonplace, they're not something that's so foreign and alien to us. So when someone like Jussie Smollett, who means or means, depending on how you feel about him now, so much to both communities that he represents, the African-American community and the LGBT community, when he says that something happened to him, I'm going to believe him. I have a cultural trust with someone that's been putting it on the line, doing work, doing that type of work, advocating for people. There's no reason for me to think that that brother would lie. Now, for everyone out there that didn't believe him from the beginning, kudos to you. And for everyone out there that was willing to step up and articulate the fact that they thought that he wasn't telling the truth, good for you. For me, I don't feel any way about myself or anybody else that believed him. The only thing I feel really is anger towards Jussie Smollett. And I'll tell you why. If I'm walking down the street and I see a kid and the kid comes up to me and the kid says, yo, I just got beat up and jumped by these 4 skinhead Ku Klux Klan guys or whatever, tiki torch dudes or whatever, my response is always going to be, where they at? Where'd they go? How do we get to them? Okay, that's going to be my response. I'm not going to sit there and break down the ins and outs of his stories. I'm acting. I'm on it. Let's go get him. Let's go forth. Let's make this happen. Now, if I start to break down his story and it doesn't make any sense, it doesn't come together, now this person that made the accusation, they become the them. They become someone that would weaponize fear, divisiveness in America, political discourse, and the culture of hating people, the culture of victimizing people because of their race and sexual orientation. They become someone that would use all of that for their personal gain, a la Donald Trump. I say all that to say that if in fact, Jussie Smollett lied, and there's a grand jury that is convening to determine not whether or not the attack on Jussie took place, but whether or not he orchestrated it. And he's got testimony coming from these Nigerian brothers who are going to testify that Jussie Smollett had them orchestrate this attack. If all of that is true, he's no different than Donald Trump. He's no different than someone who would take all the fear that we have, all the anger that we have, all the trepidation that we have about the climate that we're living in, and then weaponize that for whatever personal gain he could get from it, if that is in fact what happened. What that personal gain would be, I have no fucking clue. To what end this would have happened, I don't know at all. I couldn't give you a reason why someone would do something like that. Think about it like this. Kamala Harris recently announced her candidacy for the president of the United States. She wants to be the president. Before she announced that, this Jussie Smollett stuff broke, or maybe even around the same time, and she tweeted out support for him. Nancy Pelosi tweeted out support for him. A bunch of other people tweeted out support for him. Now, their well wishes, their sincere well wishes, have become ammunition for people that will want to take their platforms out. I don't know how you feel about Nancy Pelosi. I don't know how you feel about Kamala Harris. But those people are being victimized by lies. Victimized by lies of one guy, maybe, perhaps, if in fact he lied, that did it for a reason that can only have possibly benefited himself, unless there's something else that's going on. Now, there is a sliver of a possibility that these guys perpetrated this attack on Jussie for their own reasons and are now lying and saying that he orchestrated the whole attack, and that we have to give room, obviously, at this point, for anything to be true. But the reality of it is, it looks as if this entire thing wasn't real. Now, as the MAGA people spike the football here, it's very important for me to say a couple of things. One is, a lot of people have been coming out and saying, Van, when are you going to apologize to the MAGA people that Jussie Smollett sort of put this on? I have nothing to apologize to them for, because I did not wrong them. I believe the victim, which, once again, I'll never apologize for. Never apologize for believing the victim. Simply won't do it. But those people asking for an apology is very interesting to me when you're talking about people accused of things that didn't actually end up doing them. Their guy, Donald Trump, back in 1989, offered $85,000, or excuse me, spent $85,000 to take out a full-page ad to bark on and really destroy members of the Central Park Five. The Central Park Five were a group of Black and Latino youths that were accused of a heinous crime in New York City in '89, which DNA evidence later exonerated them of. Now, Donald Trump did this before this case was adjudicated, before these young men had had their day in court. And he has yet to apologize for that, even though they've been exonerated by DNA evidence. Even though Donald Trump, in defense of Brett Kavanaugh, has said you can't go off a mere allegation and damn people. Even though he said that in the case of Brett Kavanaugh, a white man, it doesn't seem to be true for the Central Park Five. That plus a litany of other things that the figurehead of the Make America Great Again movement has done and has never apologized for, I think it is fucking hysterical that those people would feel like they have any moral authority to ask anyone else to apologize for anything. Everyone that tweeted out support at Jussie Smollett, for Jussie Smollett, should I say, has deleted the tweets. Mine are staying up. I'm not deleting shit. I'm not taking anything down. The fact is, when I said that the MAGA people and the people that support Donald Trump were complicit in this attack, they weren't, because it doesn't look like this attack ever happened. But y'all got enough shit that you're complicit in. And if you really want me to run down the list, we don't even have enough podcasts for that. So I'm not going to feel in any way convicted because you guys got a taste of what we go through all the time. It's just not in my makeup. Call it a flaw. Call it a character flaw, if you will. It's just not who I am. Not that I can't apologize. I apologize quite frequently, but I would never apologize to someone who spits in my face. I'm not going to wipe spit out of my face to say I'm sorry to you. Okay? Once again, I didn't wrong you. If anybody was affected by the fact that Jussie Smollett said that some MAGA people attack him, it's too bad. It's too bad. Lastly, I'll say this. If, in fact, Jussie lied, I say if, in fact, because I still don't know fucking why anyone would lie about this. But if, in fact, he lied, he's all done. I want you guys to consider the stakes here. I want you guys to consider what it is that black and brown people, LGBT people, my Muslim brothers, some Jewish people, I want you to consider everything that goes on every single day, that these groups go through every single day, that not even what they're going through, what they're going for, what they're trying to accomplish and building new systems that empower them and give them freedom of movement and give them freedom of access. I want you to consider what these groups are doing to have these type of distractions. The reason why we would have to get rid of Jussie Smollett, at least for a while, is because there needs to be a deterrent to this type of attention seeking. If you want to post your ass on Instagram, dope. We all love that type of attention seeking. If you want to make funny skits, dope. We all like, that's funny. If whatever you want to do for attention that's victimless, we need to do a lot less of that. But whatever you want to do, that's fine. This, we got to draw a line. This type of look at me, this type of, like wanting everyone to feel a certain way or manipulating people's emotions, we have to draw a clear line that this won't be tolerated. And that if you do this, there'll be cultural and societal consequences for it. Very important. We'll say this, though. I'm going to believe victims again. I will. I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm not going to get into long debates with you guys. I'm not going to go back and forth with y'all. I'm going to believe victims again. If evidence says victims are lying, I'm going to admit that victims are lying. People lie. But when it comes down to believing people in their time of need, when they need help, voices, and platforms to talk about those things, I'm going to be here. And whatever that costs me, I'm happy to pay. Let's get to this podcast. Do you have blow pops in your hair?
Yeah. It's a little childhood thing.
What is that about?
I don't know. We're originally from the Midwest. I don't know if they do that out there, but like she was doing them heavy because she had like a whole lot of hair.
I used to have a bunch of hair, but I would just put it in. There's the girls like from Chicago. Because a lot of people from Chicago moved to Iowa. So you know how they had that whole swag and everything.
The Iowa swag?
No, Chicago would come down.
I was about to say, I don't know nothing about the Iowa swag.
No, I don't think.
Nah, I think people in the Midwest, they get a mixture of everything. So that's how we are able to adapt.
You know, I'm gonna be real with you though. When I see blow pops in somebody's hair, you know what I think? Like, I'm from Louisiana. I think, damn, like we so hungry down there. We would have ate them bitches. Like we didn't have enough leftover food and like candy to put it in our hair. Like you'll get that snatched out your hair, man.
You'll eat them later though.
You eat? Oh, so you eat the blow?
Yeah.
Like
after y'all got like the all the coconut oil on the handle of the blow pop and all of that.
Like, actually, I really don't put nothing in my hair.
Oh, here we go.
It's like just water. You know?
Just water and it just curls up like
Maybe
that.
Maybe leave-in conditioner, but yeah,
that's it. Yeah. Hey, white people in the room, clap for Ceraadi.
We part white, so.
Are you?
Yeah.
So you half class like
Yeah, you could. Let's get into that. You guys are half white.
Filipino black and white.
Yeah,
Filipino black and white.
Yeah.
Wow. Give me the background.
Okay.
Give me the background.
Dad's side black.
Dad's side black.
Mom Filipino.
Mom Filipino. She's here today.
Yeah. Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, yo, Mom.
How are you doing? And then Mom is Filipino and white?
Yeah.
Okay. So, because people wonder that.
Yeah.
Is that something that you guys get a lot?
Yeah. They be, I don't know, people try to be petty, like, y'all not black, y'all not black.
Oh, yeah, they be calling us culture vultures and everything.
They call y'all culture vultures?
Yes.
First of all, tell everybody, because listen, my podcast, my little brother is obsessed with y'all.
Oh!
That's how
Hi,
it
brother.
started. That's my little, don't do that, because he's kind of a savage. She'll be like, oh, for real? And you'll get like 25 or 30 DMs. So that's how I was like, yo, they fun, they got a good energy, and it seems like y'all are building, because when things first started popping last year, your social media following was a lot less. Now you're like over 1 million followers.
You know, booming, you know.
Now doing your thing.
Yeah.
So how did it start? Like, give us like what, first of all, you guys are both, you're not just social media influencers, but you're musicians, right?
Yeah. We're a group.
That's a group. It's just you two now. It was 3 girls before.
Yeah. We was like, is this question gonna pop up? My mom was like, yeah. We gonna give you a little brief, a little, you know, the whole thing.
We could do it how it started off.
Yeah.
So our mom, she had us doing YouTube back in Iowa because it was our way of like expression, because we all love music, family reunions, we'd be dancing and everything else like that. But my mom had our
Filipino side dances too.
Oh yeah. You know
like
Filipinos are the black of Asians, right? You know that?
Is that true?
Yes.
I know that they're good at basketball.
They can sing too.
They can sing too.
Really?
Yeah, they can they dance too.
Manny Pacquiao can't sing. Anyway, he sucks. But go ahead though. I'm sorry.
So our mom had our younger sister sing. Was it I Remember
by Keisha Cole.
Yeah, and so we was in the back like dancing stuff to make her feel comfortable, and it went viral.
Yeah, got like over 700,000 views.
So we just kept doing it, and then we moved to California
to pursue that.
Yeah, like our mom just seen a
Interesting.
vision.
She seen it. It was like
it started
just
off
makes
with
sense.
music first. That's what a lot of people don't know.
Wow.
When we moved out here in 2008, we were doing, you know,
in 2008.
Yeah. So this is our 11th year out here.
You're 21.
Yes. Yeah.
So y'all moved as mom was on some Joe Jackson shit.
Yeah.
I'm like that's real. Like I thought, okay. So this was young.
Yeah, we were young doing this. Like people were like these, like, you know, you see Mike when he was young dancing. That's what we was doing, popping out of cars. Our mom, we would battle people. Like our mom had us doing everything.
People.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You know the whole jerking era.
Yeah. Well. I got out to LA in 2006.
Yeah.
And so when I first came out here, everybody was doing every single type of dance. It was really kind of annoying. Like everybody was just dancing and jerking and all of this stuff. Like it was just, seemed like I was trying to get to work. But anyway, so that happened then, and then what?
So 2008, we moved out here, and they were doing school tours from like 2011, 2013-ish. Yeah, so we was getting a following. And, you know, LA's the hardest crowd to crack. So we were like, if we can do this, we can go anywhere. So, you know, LA's very judgmental.
We was up in Crenshaw, just deep in it.
Everybody was just lit. They were just going crazy. So when we started doing, you know, covers on YouTube, you know, building up a following on Instagram, we would do dance little challenges. We just started going heavy on YouTube, because before that we were getting into the music industry. We got into a bad production deal, got out of that. So we took a break from music, because, you know, them R. Kelly's was all up in there and stuff like that. So it would really, you know, kind of delay what we were trying to go.
It was either signing me or sleep with me.
Yeah.
And he's like, we ain't doing either.
Yeah.
Once again, you're 21.
Yeah.
So people were coming at you like that then?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I'm disgusted. That makes my skin crawl. Right
yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. So, you know, we be feeling it for everybody. But so now we went to YouTube, you know, taking a break from music, because, you know, it just wasn't really like filling our void. So doing YouTube, it was 2 years ago in August or July, August, we started doing the YouTube playlist or whatever. And when we seen other people, they're like, playing songs and stuff. We're like, oh, well, we basically
we know the smashes.
Yeah, we know
What's
all
a YouTube
the vibes.
playlist? What do you mean?
We basically have a playlist.
It's a
bunch
mashup
of
of
music,
songs.
and we just react to them and dance
then
and
we
stuff
just
like that. Put people on music.
Yeah, since we sing, we rap, we dance, it's just like basically like a little entertainment show.
Okay.
With it. So we were in sync. Everyone was just grasping to it. So I'm gonna say not a year later. I don't know. We grew like really rapid with our following, and then as when you grow up with fame. There's people that try to get in your ear and telling, oh, you should go solo, or you don't need them, you need to be doing this, people would tell us throughout the industry that people are going to do that. Our mom tells us they're going to try to divide and conquer. And we're like, nah, we sisters, we tight. We roll, we go hard for each other. That's what we represent. And so, her being the youngest and, someone got in her head that wasn't good for her.
Your actual sister?
Actual sister. Yes.
Blood sisters, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
man.
It's crazy.
Dudes will get in the head.
So actual sister, no longer in the group.
Yeah.
I blame y'all, man.
Huh?
I blame y'all.
How you blame us?
Y'all should have been stronger, man. Y'all should have been stronger.
No, we did
I'm just fucking
everything.
around.
We got
Okay. We thought, I'm about to say that.
So that's interesting though, but to be honest with you, it's almost a little. I say actual sister, but almost every band that has had real siblings in it has gone through those same issues. You guys didn't think that it would happen to you.
No, not at all. I didn't think so.
Remember, Michael Jackson fell out with his brothers. The more brothers fell out with the other brothers. It happens.
Yeah,
man.
it happens.
So so you I mean, are things cool now?
We try to reach out, but some people just
Damn.
don't want to.
You gotta live and you learn, type of thing. And she feels like she knows what she's doing, so you can.
And she's younger than y'all.
Just step back and let her do her thing. So
Damn, but you know what? I gotta be honest with you though. All jokes aside, that's gotta be a little tough because. Family is everything. And you guys seem very tight as sisters. It comes across in the videos and stuff like that. So it had to be a little bit of a burn to know that like you're amassing something and accumulating something and people are starting to gravitate towards what you're doing. And then as soon as that happens, that same success that you want kinds of fractures your family a little bit. Emotionally, what was that like?
Yeah, it was heartbreaking. Like we have a younger brother and a baby sister, and it affected them a lot because they grew up with just everyone here. Like we've never been separated.
Just real tight.
Yeah, and so for that to happen, it's like you're used to someone being in your life, and you're used to that person, showing that good side, and then
Stop it! I can feel you.
What's about to happen? Upsetting.
Yes, we're very upsetting.
We've been through a lot as a family, and the only parent we have is our mom. So there's a lot of crazy stuff that happened, and so we just think like we was gonna break up.
Right.
And we tried to tell her
we
dudes.
We tried to tell her it wasn't good. Our mom the day before she left. Like, hey, what do you want to do? Like, even if you don't want to do the group, let's help you. If you want to do a solo career, what do you want to do? What's your passion? Like, you choose the guy, or let me help you in another direction or whatever. If you don't have to be in the group. And she's like, no, I'm doing the group. Left, and then never heard from her again. Disappeared.
Disappeared?
So when we took it to social media, because it wasn't like her, it wasn't like her.
Because we took it to police first, and they said it sounds like sex trafficking.
Wow.
Yeah.
It got that.
It was really deep. It was really real. Like everything was real.
And this is and you feel like there's a man or there's a guy whose influence over her is causing her to act this way.
Yeah, and I feel like too, like with social media now, like with the NBA young boys and all this other stuff, the way they treat females, a lot of these girls are being raised off of that. Like I've seen her once watch that live stream of her. He put her in a lobby while he's up with another girl, and people think that's cute. Like even the the young music or whatever. Like our brother was kind of like listening to it heavy, and he was kind of changing him as well. So I blame social media and these dudes out here because it's allowing people to think it's okay to be treated that way, and we don't stand for that. And even with our music that we're gonna put out now, like we notice our whole audience is younger females, younger dudes, and we're teaching guys how to be gentlemen to females. We're teaching girls to be confident and don't take BS from nobody, and not allow a man or anyone to treat you that way or get in your head. Like, so for that to happen, like we would preach that in our videos. So we're just like, how does that happen in a household? Our mom raised us all the same way. So it's like, how like we were always together. So being on your phone all the time, you see different things and it changes your mind. And you talk to that one person and they're just feeding you stuff you want to hear. We believe in zodiac, so she's a Leo. I'm a Capricorn, she is a Taurus. So Leos are very all in their own world. They can be narcissistic. They want ego, big ego.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Are you Leo?
No, I'm an Aries.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's strong, commanding presence from you. That's
or just the attention that they want.
Yeah.
And once they get it, it's like, oh, that's my world right there.
Yeah.
Word.
So
Hey, by the way, clap for them. Clap for Ceraadi. I'll tell you why. Clap loud, man. Let me tell you something, intern. This is your second time being in the podcast. If you're not gonna follow instructions, when I say clap, you gotta clap loud. I'll tell you why we're clapping. You guys just made Red Pill podcast history. You guys are the first guests to cry on this podcast. Y'all so soft. All of these issues and deep-seated stuff. Yo, you know what the deal is, man? That's your family. One day y'all gonna hug and it's gonna be like it never happened. Trust me, there's wisdom's here. I'm 38. My sister's not speaking to me right now. I gave you the money and you still mad. Love you to death. You still mad. I just can't be whatever. Anyway, situations like this, obviously, things get a little bit more convoluted when other people get involved. But everybody's got their own journey, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own journey. And then what's really going to be funny is if and when y'all are, y'all got to come back and how you put your pride aside for family. Like, is it always an open door policy for her to come back and rejoin the group and stuff like that?
Well, we did multiple trials. We was going to drive down there twice, and we were told, if you come down here, I'm going to call the cops on you. We called her like, hey, we'll get you a house or your apartment, get you on your own car, just get away from the dude. He's not healthy for you. We'll give you money, whatever. You don't have to deal with us. So we just multiple times reaching out, and then we get disrespect back on top of that. Like, look, you just going to have to live the way you want to live. We gotta grow and be healthy and do what we gotta do. Like, last year was a whole world of hurt, and we had to be tough. That's why we able to cry now, because we couldn't cry then. I mean,
we had to be strong for our family, for our fans, because they was torn apart. They have our group name tatted on them and stuff like that. So it's like we got real diehard fans and stuff like that. So it's like
it's more than just us.
We can't show too much of what's breaking down, because a lot of people need that figure to be like, oh, if they're being strong and they're pushing through it, then I can do it too. But
so talk to me about y'all fans. Y'all got a lot of more followers on Instagram than I do.
It's the viral dance videos we be doing.
And it's just like the energy. Like, it's our energy. We're always lit all the time. Some people be like, you guys are y'all too happy. Like, this ain't true. Like, y'all doing drugs or da-da-da. Like, no, you don't need to do that.
It is. I'm not going to lie. Like, so I watched the videos and y'all started off the, I was like, yo, man, let me turn this shit down, because like it's loud. The energy is infectious. What's the worst part of the extra added attention? What's the worst part of it?
I mean, when you get good attention, there comes bad. So, there's a shade room. There's the teen shade rooms, okay?
Teen shade room? What's that?
Teen shade room.
Like a shade room?
Shade room.
Shade room just for teenagers?
Yes. So, it's like the younger artists.
What?
Yeah. And
Maddie, have you heard of the teen shade room? No. I don't know if... I'm sorry, I got.
They just hit 700K. So
Teen
y'all better
shade room.
show Ceraadi some love, because we just shouted you out right now.
So y'all better show some positivity, because we be dealing with serious cyberbullying.
Have y'all been on the teen shade room before?
Yeah. Yes. So when that whole situation with the sister happened, that was like our first debut. Because we're usually, people don't want to post anything that's positive. They want to post the negative. So a lot of the stuff, some stuff that would be broken on teen shade rooms, they'll put it on the shade room, because that's where they get their stuff from. But I just feel like when you get a lot of positivity and you got good things going on, there's negativity that come. So there's some people that are just watching to see us fail. Like, they were watching us to see us break. Like, people are waiting for something to happen, because it was just too perfect. 3 sisters, going hard, da-da-da-da.
We got told we was too happy.
Yeah.
Y'all are a little happy, though.
That's good. The world needs some happiness.
Yeah.
Who said that? Ain't that the goal?
Yeah,
Tazia. Shout out to Tazia.
Y'all kind of happy.
Yeah, you
it's
gotta
weird.
be.
It's weird. Like, it's like
you gotta push through.
You got blow pops in your hair, sister.
We're like minions on Despicable Me.
Yes.
That is true. But look, I will say this: the world needs that right now. Is there any, besides the happiness joint of it, is there, because it seems to be that you guys have gone through some personal things. Do you put that in the music too?
Oh yes.
Or is the music just all
music?
Yes,
Supposed to be expressive.
Call us the little black Taylor Swifts because you know we be going through. It's not like straight shots.
It's not male bashing, but it's just telling a story.
Yeah, like
expressing your feelings and everything else like that.
Yeah, giving feeling back. Like everyone's been hurt before. Everyone's felt really mad in love. Someone's felt alone. Like we touch every aspect in the music that we're creating right now, and it's coming from the heart. So that's why we don't take back anything that we've been through, because the stuff we've been through either makes us stronger, or we're able to put that in our music.
Yeah, or give advice to the youth and everything else like that.
The youth.
So.
The youth. We're the youth.
We're part of the youth, but we say it so people understand.
You're 5 minutes old.
No, just so people understand.
Like you're talking about giving it to the youth. How old are you?
I'm 23.
You're 23, you're 21, you're 5 minutes old,
what we talking about. You're 38?
38 years old.
I'm speaking to you, so you know we talking about the youth.
1980, baby.
Yeah.
My parents was getting it in the 70s, and then I popped out in April. Yeah, so I guess, what do you think? Okay, so you talked about being in the industry earlier and being young women in the industry and having to work out being people wanting to take advantage of you. With the conversation that's going on now about that, what are some of the experiences that you had? Tell me, for people that are out there right now, because one of the most frustrating things about trying to correct a culture is this. As a man, it's incumbent upon me to take responsibility for the young men in my community and for the young women in my community. And for a very, very long time, a lot of things were allowed to happen, and we didn't address them. We didn't address the treatment of our young women. We didn't address the guys that were doing this, and we're trying to now, but a lot of us don't understand the pressures. They don't understand what happens, and until we do, we can't tell our young men how to be better. Now, it should be obvious what you shouldn't do, but you'll have conversations with guys that'll be like, I didn't know I couldn't do that. So when you're talking about being put in uncomfortable positions that other young women might be being put in right now, what do you mean?
Okay, so off tops, right? These producers and everything, men, they test their boundaries. So it can be something little as putting their hands on your shoulders when they got all this space to walk around you to see how much can I touch you. We take a picture, am I putting my hand on your waist, or it's up here by your breast area. It's in your music you should talk about sex.
We got told in a meeting that that's what y'all need to be talking about.
At what age? You had to be mad young, right?
This is recently, but my thing is
drinking, smoking.
Our age bracket is not, it's a wide range, but there's a lot of young girls.
Our target market is like 13.
No, we got corrected.
Oh, yeah, 11
to, 54. Like their moms.
It's a family brand, so we can't sit there and be out there like, oh yeah, we rolling a blunt, drinking, and all that stuff like that.
We don't even live that lifestyle. But even about what happened to growing into that? Like if you talk about that stuff now, like what else are you going to talk about in your music, or how are you going to elevate? Like we have a 7-year-old sister. I want her to be able to enjoy our music or whatever to a certain point, and then we can grow into all that. But
it's also like
even before though, they wanted us to sing about men and uplifting men, and I'm a cater to you. I mean, not like Destiny's Child, but like they was grown women,
right?
But like young girls talking about, oh, I need to act this way,
make you feel good and all stuff like that. When it's like we got time to grow, it's also the way a man looks at you. You can feel it. A man has intuition too. They know they can feel something when something's not right. It's also the way they talk to you, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you right, and the way they say it. It's like, oh, you're supposed to be helping me sing, but what do you mean by I'm gonna get you right? And you just stare in my eyes. It's sliding into the DM when you already have contact with my manager and everybody else like that, and following me and putting hearts underneath pictures and everything else like that, or just always trying to sit next to me and everything else like that. It starts little
and then it grows.
It gets bigger.
So you guys feel like a lot of that stuff creates an environment where because that's not just you feel like that's not just flirting, that's creating an environment where you feel like lines are being crossed and barriers are being broken.
Basically
so
like
one day inappropriate shit happens.
Yeah.
What is it when like a sexual predator? Is it like pampering or something, like prepping them, getting them ready for that type of stuff? It's kind of like putting it in their mentality, like, oh yeah, okay, that's fine. They keep doing it, it's fine.
Yeah.
Or it's like, oh,
so you just
they this
roll
type
with
of producer and they've done hits. Okay, well let me just like tolerate that just so I can get my music. You know, I felt that way before. Like I have to be extra nice and talk a certain way or whatever, or let this person talk this way to me just so we can finish the session and get out. Like I shouldn't have to feel that way at all.
Right.
Period.
So when you're hearing about all of this stuff going on, do you feel like, what do you feel like should be addressed? Like what's the solution to the way young women are treated in the music industry? Like what should we be doing?
Get all the predators out. Yeah. It doesn't matter what they did. Get them out. They shouldn't be there. I don't care if you wrote the most amazingest song or can't talk because there's so much going on. Yeah. But if you did the best song or whatever, get them out. It doesn't matter. Like it's not right. It's not right.
People they were, oh, well, if you're gonna mute R. Kelly, then y'all need to mute everybody. Mute them all then.
Mute them all. Get them out of here.
Yeah.
Like,
there's better people in the world that can do greater things.
That should teach y'all. Y'all should be making the right choices. Y'all should be making the right music. Like, even with like cussing, I know it's a form of expression, but you really don't have to do that if you don't want to. Like
what
cussing in your music? Like people tell us like,
what the fuck you mean?
I knew you was playing with me.
I'm cursing to children.
No.
She literally has pop barrettes in her hair, and I'm cursing to her. Yeah, man, I've been cussing since I was 4. I'm not gonna stop now.
I mean, that's your thing.
No,
like,
I get what you're saying. I was about to say I fuck with what you're saying. I was just about to say that. No, I get what you're saying.
You a grown man, like I get it, but no, it's just ridiculous. Like, and then it's like, oh, we need proof. Why is this grown man around a 14-year-old girl? Why is this grown man around a 7-year-old girl? That makes no sense at all. Like, to really go down, this had a video of this man peeing on a little girl's face. Like, he should have been out.
But see, that's our fault. See, that it's his fault. All his actions are his fault.
Yeah.
But when that video came out, like I was in college. I was maybe like 19 or 20. And it's difficult to talk about because R. Kelly is a music legend right there, but he was in the midst of being the hottest guy right then, right? He was in the middle of it. He had come out before, he had all these albums, almost everything that he did was big. I think that the question that I ask myself and that people ask themselves is, how did we allow his fame to insulate him from being held accountable for these things when we knew that they were going on? And it's a weird question because I hear all of these things that you guys are saying, and that's just not my experience. The experiences that I have, the forces that I fight against, have to do with systemic oppression, racism, police brutality, and I understand them so intimately. I understand for what you're saying right now, I understand when a police officer is talking to me in a certain way, relating to me in a certain way, giving me microaggressions, and I know that wouldn't happen in another case. And it makes me feel that way that you guys probably feel. I know when I'm in a situation and people are microaggressing towards me, not really saying it, but their body language is telling me that I'm less than, and I get it. Sometimes for men, it's hard to understand. It's really not when you cross the big lines, but the smaller lines that make women feel uncomfortable, like we really got to learn those.
Yeah. My biggest thing, because I was thinking like it's real life out here and it's harsh. So my best example is, okay, a girl wore a mini skirt, she got raped. Oh, she was asking for it. She was wearing that. Okay, young men, y'all sagging, a man rapes you. You was asking for it, right?
Yeah. Or you wearing a hoodie and you walk into your neighborhood and someone shoots you. You were wearing a hoodie, so to be honest with you, see, things like that are so easy to me that sometimes I wonder if we just gotta start clean. Because we will, the same group of brothers, and this is not gonna be a bash men session, because I'm a good dude, but the same group of brothers that will be like, yo, man, it's fucked up what they did to Trayvon Martin or Mike Brown or Eric Garner or any of these people. They can't make the connection between that sort of profiling and treatment based upon a pre-existing notion of what that person is. What they do is they see a young black man and they attach criminality to him because of the way he's dressed or because of the way he looks. And but in turn, those same guys will see a woman dressed a certain way and attach promiscuity or overall lack. Because even if you're promiscuous, that doesn't mean you want to have sex with everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they'll do that, and it'll be like the lines don't touch. And it's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird to me. All right, we're going to move on to more happy shit.
Yay! Right up
We
our
are, man,
alley.
because y'all done cried. We didn't read
Dang,
Messed
man.
Up Society. Yeah, man. Like, you know what? My goal was to do a non-happy interview with y'all. That was my goal.
It wasn't non-happy.
Not to make y'all sad. I don't want to make y'all sad.
it was-
My goal was to get to the real core of two young ladies trying to make it here. You know what I'm saying?
And I appreciate it because you're not attacking us. You just really hearing us out because you.
Who attacks y'all?
Everybody.
Y'all get attacked? Let's talk about
Yeah.
the light skin thing.
Oh my God.
So let's discuss the light skin thing. A friend of mine, shout out to Amanda Seals. We talk a lot about the responsibility sometimes or things, expectations that people put on her because even though she is so talented, she is, a beautiful woman. And me and Amanda are just friends, America.
Let them know.
It's my homegirl, like homegirl. We was all on vacation together, her, me, my lady, everybody, okay? So just friends. So the light skin thing, though, certain women feel that they're not included in a certain beauty standard. And Amanda has to deal with that because a lot of what she gets, people say, oh, that's light skin privilege, she gets to do that. You guys, I don't think it gets no more light skin. And so how do you guys feel colorism, all of those things, what's your overall take on it?
Well, being mixed.
Yeah.
Let me see. People get so offended with this, but okay, you're fully black. You have a crowd that is like home to you. White people, I'm white. I have a crowd I can fit in. You're mixed. You're everything. Black people see you as white. Or you light skinned. You're not full black. You don't count. White people see you as black. Eartha Kitt said it best. She's, I think, Indian, black, and white. And she said, I'm everything. I can't just commit to one. I'm everything. And it's hard because when she said, when I go to this and I go to that, they see me as just one thing. And it's like, I feel like when you're mixed too, I think mixed people really have to make a claim like we're mixed. Like this is us.
And we gotta learn to adapt. Like we
Yeah.
be getting bullied, we don't get accepted, but it's like we have to toughen up and not say nothing because it's like, oh, someone being black, or being darker shade, I don't get certain opportunities and I get mistreated, Like everyone gets mistreated. Like Indians get mistreated. Like they don't have no home. Reservations, they have to have a casino on them, and that all their money's gone. It's just like everyone gets treated.
Do you think that specifically though, and this is something that's unfair to y'all, but it's really something that you guys, it's going to behoove you to understand it, right? You're still very young.
Yeah.
My mother was a dark skin. My mother was, excuse me, mama. God, don't let nothing happen to my mama. Mama, and she hasn't gotten any lighter. My mother is a dark skinned woman, okay? Beautiful dark skinned woman. Beautiful. I'm a kid, right? My mom comes up to me one day and she goes, yo, I want you to know something. So I was like, what? She goes, I want you to know that you're handsome. And I'm like, okay. and she was like, well, I'll tell you what, you're handsome, but you're handsome in the way that a black man is handsome. Because I was in class with a bunch of white kids. She goes, you have full lips. You have a big nose. You have you're handsome, but you're handsome like your father is, like a black man is handsome. So if you go into your class and your classmates don't right away find you overly attractive, right? If they think that the guys with the light skin and the curly hair, if they think that they're the guys that are attractive, don't be down on yourself. People will come around. It'll be a thing, but don't think that you're any less. The reason why she had that conversation with me is because growing up for her, being a darker skinned woman in South Louisiana was not the lick. She was told a bunch of times, even men in my family would comment on her skin tone and tell her different things about herself. So the trauma and the hurt that's there, a lot of times, that's what you hear talking to you. You don't even hear people's actual criticism. They look at you and they think, everybody thinks they're beautiful. And they think it's because that. Is there any part of you that can really relate to that? Like, because sometimes you have to take yourself out of the way they're making you feel and kind of think of the way that they feel. How does that ring with you guys?
I'm gonna say this: us being light skinned, mixed, or whatever. Light skinned. I seen a comment saying, where are more of the dark skinned girls at? The only reason why they're popping and they're allowed to be in the industry is because they're light skinned and pretty. And that we're talented. I feel like we're talented people.
Extremely talented.
Yeah.
So
we're just getting where we are. We're getting where we are just because we're light skinned and pretty or whatever.
It's just not true.
Yeah.
It's hard work.
So like y'all are just.
We actually got told we were ugly.
Oh yeah, by a record exec, from a record label. He was like, they not it. They not cute. And it's like, we're light skinned, everyone has their own preferences. We think dark skinned girls are pretty, beautiful.
Every race is beautiful.
Everybody's pretty beautiful. Yeah, there's not one piece of shit.
But it's like we have a lot of fans that are, there's a lot of darker shade girls or whatever. So we just want to know, we love y'all, and we do it all the time. We shout out to our Hispanics, we shout out to our Caucasians, our Asians, but that's because we understand.
You don't have to shout out the white people if you don't want.
No, look,
I'm just letting you know.
Look,
they got it. Like waking up white in America is a shout out. Like you wake up and America goes, "Hey, it's your country." So you can skip them if you close on time.
The craziest part,
you don't have to shout them out 'cause they got their own country.
That because in high school I had a friend. He was middle class.
I love white people.
Yeah, he was middle class white boy, and he was like crying because of Obamacare because his family's on it and stuff like that. And he's like, what people don't understand is middle class white people also have it hard. Like no, because he said there's scholarships for minorities and stuff like that, and he said I have to work harder, and he was crying, he was upset, and I'm like,
he's misinformed, sweetheart.
Oh well, I guess, but I mean, I felt it because everybody has their own issues and
what I would do to him?
Their own problems.
I would hug him, and then I would be like, you better get your white ass out there in society and go be something. I would hug him, and I'd be like, yo, fam, just let you know, you white. They waiting for you to succeed. Get out there and start a computer company. Not about to listen to that. Hey, man, listen, I tell you what, I think America would be a much better place if poor white people understood just how much they have in common with poor black people. But sometimes it's hard to do. To be honest, like if you go into the Appalachians or places in South Louisiana where I'm from, we're the same.
Yeah.
The only thing that really separates us is skin color, but there's still something, is that there's an indicator. But listen, this is what you guys are here to do. You guys are here to comfort the middle-class white people that don't think they have their own country. I'm here to be like, get your ass out of my face. Okay? I want to talk to something else about you guys. The last video that you did, you were like or one of the videos I watched, you were like
dressed up like dudes.
And you were making a video because guys had made a video about a video that you made.
Yeah.
Understand that. Inception we're doing now. They made a video about guys who made a video about a video that they had made. So old people, something happens on YouTube. Like when the Kanye shit happened, I went on YouTube and I saw mad people that made Kanye reaction videos. And it's essentially someone running the clip of what happened between me and Ye and then just reacting to it. Couple things. You kids have way too much fucking time on your hands. Not only the people who are making these videos, but the people who are watching these videos. Watching a reaction video. Do people ever make reaction videos of reaction videos?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is ridiculous.
Reaction to reaction to reaction.
Reaction to reaction to reaction.
Yes.
I'm telling you, this is ridiculous. However, this one, you guys seem to be a little tight. A little salty. Tell the story for everyone.
Ceraadi ain't be quiet no more. We be loud all 2K19.
Just because, like,
tell the story because I know the story now because I did the research.
Okay.
So, don't
We don't say names.
Don't shout them out, even though I know who they are.
Yeah, you know.
but don't shout them out. But what happened? What happened, and then what happened?
Okay, so we did a really great twerking tutorial. Okay, it went over
First time.
1.4, 1.7 million. I don't know.
I think it's like 2.8 now.
Oh, 2. Wait, no, 2. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. 2.7 million. Okay. And so everyone was doing reactions, and a lot of guys react to our stuff, just anything, music videos, playlists, all that stuff. And people noticed that a lot of our fans will go watch their reactions because they want to hear people talk about Ceraadi. Oh, like, oh, they're cute. Teens, they like to romance and all that other stuff, or just opposite
do set up
gender.
relationships, because YouTube they have fake relationships and everything else like that. So
no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's a whole different ball game. But
like what fake relationship? What does that mean? I mean, I know what a fake relationship is. I work here at TMZ, so most of it.
Yeah, okay.
But like what
they
what do you,
set it up like okay, I shipped this right here, and then all of a sudden they start making a YouTube account based off of their fake relationship.
And then they make videos together like their actual boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yes. And then make a bunch of money off of it.
Sometimes they'll have a baby out of it.
Y'all need to go to school. People need to be in college.
They did a whole bunch of reactions, and then we did another one because people were like, "Oh, part two," and then so we really.
So y'all did one tutorial video, and then you did another video after that. Part
highly requested.
Yeah.
So
this is why I think my little brother was watching.
A lot of people learned. It's a dance, good for cardio. It's really fun.
Okay.
Take it back to
your
right.
culture
We're gonna get to the whole twerking thing, but go ahead.
Yeah. So we noticed that a lot of guys were just like, okay, if I do a reaction to Ceraadi, I'm getting a lot of subscribers, and they were.
They would say that in their videos too.
Yeah.
They was like, it's sad that we can't do our own content. We have to react to Ceraadi in order to get views and everything else like that. They actually say it in their videos.
Yeah.
So that's why we was able to repeat some of that stuff, because we actually heard them say it themselves.
Word.
Yeah, but these boys were getting out of hand, getting real descriptive and disrespectful, called us the B word, freaking.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they were. This was a video of them dissing you.
There's one that in particular was straight dissing us, saying that we were overrated. But these other ones, they were trying to like, oh, I don't care if it's like in not a negative tone. Like, how a girl be like, I'm a bad bitch, right? Mm-hmm. Females, when we're friends, like if we want to do that, we can do that. But for you as a guy to be like, oh, these.
Oh no, you never refer to them. Yeah,
exactly. So that's what happened there, and like they would, have little sneeze popping out, getting little boners in their videos, and then just acting like they would dance behind
the print on their pants.
It was just so disgusting.
Saying I would smash.
Look how upset the intern is. Maddie's a goddamn Amish Puritan over here. He's very upset.
No,
wait. So they're doing. Is this porn stuff? What's happening here? Say that again.
So they have gray sweatpants on, right?
Oh, I see.
He purposely stood up and stood in front of the camera for
so they're
a
trying
long
to be,
period of time.
They're trying to be,
I would smash the things I would do to her. Like they don't
real
know.
descriptive.
Like being dumb. How old are these guys? Probably like in their early, probably around your same age, just being stupid.
Yeah.
So like,
disrespectful.
There's a set of people, guys that are like cool and chill, and they get the memo. Like, oh, if I do Ceraadi videos, talk about them nice,
real
I'm gonna
respectful,
get fans and da. The other ones that get big headed, like, oh, we was over here like popping before them, and it's like you got to really go back and look at the numbers, because obviously your
videos didn't pop off until you start reacting.
Yeah,
so the video that you guys did was sort of lampooning those guys. It was a send up of them. It was making fun of kind of how lame they were, and also talking to your fans about why what they did was inappropriate.
Yeah, we was basically showing you like this is the way to react to Ceraadi.
Yeah,
we dressed up as dudes and we was talking about us. Ourselves and like bigging us up in a tasteful way. Like you don't have to be all extra and descriptive. Like that's sexual harassment.
Right.
But also I feel like we just stayed quiet for a long time, so I feel like we did it in a tasteful way. Like oh let's go. Like me, I'm being the guy, right? Oh, let's go react to Ceraadi because we're gonna get some followers and da. Like it was a little petty and a little shady or whatever. But that's exactly what you guys were doing though.
That's what
you guys said in the videos. So we're just letting you see yourself. This is how you guys act, and then we gave you also representation of how you guys should
There's
react.
a couple of guys who comment on the video. They're like, I'm not going to lie, this was me.
Yeah, no cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No cap.
Yeah, they knew.
So you guys take this as an example of telling your male counterparts or showing your male counterparts what you will and will not stand for.
Yes,
exactly. Yeah.
That's dope.
Without being rude. It was a very comedic.
Because we could have just went on there and cussed them out and acted the same way they did.
But we ain't giving nobody no clout. Okay?
No clout?
Yeah.
Is there any way that like That like, because I saw that they made a video and they kind of apologized.
Nope. At the end of the video, they
I
started
didn't
talking.
watch. Listen, I can't watch the whole fucking video. I got work to do. I gotta write. I gotta do all kinds of different things. I got a lot of stuff to do.
Yes.
I gotta go outside and run. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't watch the whole video. I was like, oh, okay, I got the gist of it. All right, cool. I asked them about that.
They basically apologized and then they said, but we're not going to change the way
Who we are.
because you guys
They
are
threw a
gonna change
tantrum.
Yeah.
At first, we was like, okay, they're apologizing, and then we was like, hold on, let's watch the whole thing. Threw a tantrum, was getting up, getting mad, upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't like a rapper hit you up saying like, why are you like?
Why did we block them? Because
Who?
they was spamming us, trying to bully us into us working with them.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. They really try to bully.
So they cloud chasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, we're some females, like, we noticed we don't have no issues with any females at all. It's always guys. 'Cause there was another set of a 3 group of guys. They was doing that too as well. It's like they all just trying to.
What's your relationship with your male fans though? Because obviously, being attractive women, a lot of the guys that are following you, your babies. Okay.
Yeah.
But a lot of the guys that are following you, they're following you because they like to look at you.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, there's some of them who actually like dive deep into our music.
Oh, I'm sure that they do.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
saying-
yeah.
I'm not saying at all.
I was pointing out for the ones who are watching this and like,
Yeah.
wait, but there's the ones that we like watch their music videos and we dive deep into it.
Yeah.
Like, we've collabed with other dudes and stuff like that if they're respectful and everything. And it's just like we show respect to them because we repost their singing videos or they're rapping to our stuff or dance videos.
No, it's
So-
crazy. Like, we have an energy, like, we have like a slight tomboy swag or whatever. We can dance like dudes, or we get like get out of our comfort zone as a girl would be, like, all neat and stuff. Like, we can be loud, we can be messy, and we like to play sports. We used to play basketball and stuff like that. So there's a connection where a guy can connect with us or whatever in a certain way. So it's not even like people try to be like, oh, you watch Ceraadi, you're feminine. We actually have big on LGBT community that watches,
Yeah, sure.
and then there's just a regular not regular but just straight males that are like, oh, I like your grind, I like your hustle, y'all inspiring me to do what I want to do, whether it's music. Like, we just did a SoundCloud playlist. Our mom gave us the idea of like, give people a chance to show their music on your platform or whatever, give back, because we didn't have that.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of male followers that were like, oh, here's my music, I submitted, and
Bunch of whack ass rappers.
No,
They
there's actually
suck.
some dope stuff in there.
Niggas suck. Both of them. Be honest. Be honest with you. Honest, ladies. Honest. 90% of them was whack. They was rapping. Be honest. What percentage of them were whack?
Stop! I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. There's a
Yo,
lot
I
of
will say this,
mortality.
man. Y'all keep rapping out there, but after about 4 years, if that shit not sounding good, UPS. I'm saying, man, don't rap. If you know who I'm talking to, don't rap until you're 32 and then say, damn, bro, I gotta get my life together. You're 32. It's too late. Sell drugs.
Oh my god.
So you guys, you're engaging with your fans. I'm gonna ask your mom something real quick. So your mother is here.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, how are you? Clap for Ceraadi's mom. So I made a little bit of a stir on Twitter. I'll tell you why I made a stir on Twitter, because people were talking about the Cardi B video, the twerk video, more pounds of ass than any video in human history. I went on there and people were making all these judgments, and I went on there and I said, you know what? I wouldn't give a damn if my daughter was twerking on the boat with Cardi B. I said, I don't have a daughter, I don't have any kids, but for me, looking at even the young people that I know, I care that they are healthy, empowered, and safe. Okay, and honest. What I mean is, I understand that a lot of people out there have to do illegal things to kind of get their hustle on and stuff like that, or they choose to do illegal things to get their hustle on. But whenever you're doing something that you're taking chances with, you're taking penitentiary chances, you're taking chances with your life. So I can't say I would be happy or cool if my daughter or my son were a drug dealer, because you're putting your safety and you're dealing. But if you're just dancing or doing something like the Cardi B thing, I don't care. Ignite it on Twitter and on Instagram. Van, you would care if your daughter was out there twerking. Van, you would care if your daughter was doing this for your mother. Your daughters do twerk videos. They put them up, not all the time, but every once in a while. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think it's a form of dance. Like, it's dancing. I mean, they're not out there. They're in their home. They're doing it in their home. It's not like they're out here, in the streets doing it. I mean, it's just, like you said, a girl can walk down wearing a mini skirt and they're like, oh, she wants it, type of thing. It's just, there's young girls having fun. Like,
Right.
they're just having fun.
Right.
To me, it's no big deal. They're
I
having
got you.
fun.
I got you.
They're not, they're just dancing. It's just dancing.
Not no thongs.
I wasn't saying.
I'm not saying. Listen, people gonna go. Like, I'm not saying that there's anything. I'm just saying. Yeah.
I was gonna say that in our videos we tell people like, hey, this is when you do this, we give a little disclaimer. Make sure you're in a good environment. You're in a safe environment, whether you're with your girls and you be said in the video. As for those women in those in the Cardi B video, if you grown, I mean, if you talking about like a 13-year-old daughter in the video.
No, you got to be grown.
Exactly. Grown women.
Can you imagine me seeing my 13-year-old daughter in the Cardi B video?
See that people take that and think, oh, you're.
No, I said in the tweet, I said my grown daughter.
Yeah.
Can you imagine my 13-year-old daughter? I'm in the Cardi B video. I'm fucking everybody up. I'm sitting in the boat.
So they took that out of context with like, probably like, younger daughter. Like if she's grown,
yeah, and
she's not harming herself, and she getting paid for it, like, and
by the way, there's something else about that Cardi B video that people are missing.
What?
There are no men in that video.
Yeah, exactly.
So being that there are no men in that video, is not like she's twerking and somebody is pouring champagne on her.
Swiping the views.
It's grown women having fun.
By the way, if you want to get champagne to pour it on you, that's cool too. But it's not like they're out there and it's like, there's a bunch of guys and they're twerking for them. It's a bunch of girls twerking for each other.
When we seen it, it was like, okay, we go to a party with our age group, right? We getting lit, little ratchet party, twerking and stuff like that. That's just a grown version. What grown women should be able to have fun like that.
It's like when you go to the club or whatever, and you see, there's like a bunch of guys there, and these group of girls or whatever, they put their flash out and they see their girlfriend twerking and whatever, and like, hey, and then a guy comes out and tries to dance behind, and the girls be like, nah, back up.
I remember that. I remember them days.
Nah, I mean, that's what be happening in parties, stuff like that. It's like we don't do this for men. We do this for us. Like really, like. I mean, if you want to do it for men, you can. But like you said, in that video, there was no men. They were just having fun. They love their bodies. They love what they do. And they're like, one of them got paid, won the contest. This is a woman uplifting another woman. Like, I'm paying you, usually be men, just, you see videos of money getting thrown at strippers' faces, disrespectful by men.
Correct.
No, City Girls ain't doing that. She's like, you did your thing, and she straight murdered her. Freaking was headstand, did the sleep thing and everything. Like,
tell you something. For a long time as men, it takes us, like, men and women are so different that certain things get hard to believe. Like when I was in college, like my group of friends was called the Player Proof Clique. Shout out to Player Proof, okay? Me, Ian, Gino, Walter, Ryan, Brian, and Trey. Player Proof. We had a whole chant and everything. It's my dogs. And there was a counterpart of ladies that we used to hang around with. They called themselves the Pink Ladies, You know why? The Pink Ladies? Because Grease.
Yeah.
Because like we were the T-Birds, they were the Pink Ladies.
Yeah.
So the thing was that every once in a while they would go out and we would ask them why they were going out, and they would be like, we just want to go out and dance. One of my girlfriends was in that little group, and I'd be like, then they don't just want to go out and dance. Why would you go out to the club just go out and dance? They're like, we're just going out to have a good time. See, the thing is, we never just go out to dance. If we in the club, on a mission, okay? So the thought that you could just go out to the club, listen to the music, and dance, and not want to like meet guys and stuff like that, it took a long time for me to come to terms with that. But like ladies do that all the time. Fellas got to understand, women don't be needing y'all.
Like Cher said,
like they don't really be needed. We have to understand when we're needed and be there for the right. But sometimes it's just y'all just be wanting to chill, man. It's never like that with us though.
Same with makeup. Like we just want to look good, put the makeup on. It's not dudes be like.
So you don't put the makeup on for dudes ever. It's not.
Unless I really like you, we going on a date and I want to look special for you. But otherwise,
so the guys that you just kind of like, you just show up, no makeup at all. And you just,
I really don't like makeup like that anyways. Like unless I'm just real lazy,
What is the bad? Because y'all sit up here like two little angels, man. What is the bad shit that y'all do? Mama, when have they gotten in trouble before, huh? They fight? Oh, shit. Y'all ever had a fight?
No, we have arguments.
Verbal heated arguments.
Wait,
so physical fight? No.
Y'all never? Oh, y'all definitely not black. Like, but you don't fight your sister?
No.
Nah, that was wrong of me to say, man. Sisters don't really be fighting like that.
No.
So you never had a fist fight? Fight your brother?
Yeah, I play wrestle.
But
we gotta
not
throw away
angrily.
around because he over here, he getting taller, you know what I'm saying?
Bust that ass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that he ain't doing that to other females and whatnot, because you are a reflection of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my sister used to kick the hell out of me. Like my whole thing was a gladiator pit. My parents would be like, "Yo, we're gonna leave now. Ebony, we want you to clean up the house. Van, we want you to go ahead and cut the grass." My parents would leave. My sister would be like, "Van, go cut the grass. And when you finish, come in here and clean this house up." Yeah. And I would be like, "No." And then put some on my ass is what she would do.
Yeah.
So tell me about the music. What kind of music is it?
Oh, for us? Okay, so it's a mixture of R&B, hip hop, and pop. Okay.
Auto-tune?
Huh? You know what?
Slight cleanup.
Yes, for pitch correcting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But can y'all sing though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So,
sing, she rap.
Yeah.
you sing, you rap. Can you you can rap?
Oh my gosh, that's like it's so nerve wracking. Like, cause
I heard the song. I heard Sway. I listened to Sway.
Yeah.
Don't sound bad.
Thank
y'all
you.
sound good.
It's a little energy or whatever.
Y'all sound good though. So, but you be rapping though.
yeah,
We've had a lot of people. Listen to this podcast.
I know.
A lot of people listen to this podcast, man. We've had a lot of big guys on here. Who we've had Dane. We've had Biggs. We've had St. John. We've had a lot. We had Tory Lanez. Who? Joe Budden on the podcast. We had a lot of Joe Budden.
I mean, we do a mix of both, like whatever works.
Yeah.
Like I'm not out here like, oh yeah, all I do is rap. Like
spit some shit.
spit some.
Man, spit that like Joe. You didn't think you was gonna come in here and not rap, man. Spit some shit.
Freestyle.
Huh?
Go bounce off each other. Freestyle.
Are y'all about to do this for real? I'm gonna tell you something. Let me let y'all know.
Okay.
If this shit is whack, they gonna kill y'all.
No, like we be
Y'all
playing
sign Rock
around.
Nation anyway.
Huh?
You good?
Oh yeah, we signed Rock
Hold on for a
Nation.
second. Y'all sound who?
Rock Nation.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, that's how everybody act. They be like, for real? Y'all not signed.
Y'all signed to Rock Nation?
Yeah.
For management or
For artists.
Label.
what the fuck? Wait, when did y'all sign to Rock Nation? And by the way, listen to how Mom came in talking her shit. Mom, this is why Mom is mic'd, because the mom managers are the best. It's like, yo, if y'all this, Mom was like, y'all don't need this nigga. Y'all signed to Rock Nation anyway. Y'all better do y'all thing.
Look.
His little podcast, man. We about to be with Hove and Tata.
Exactly.
Have y'all met Jay-Z?
Nah, yeah, we always miss him. Either he'll be at the office the day before, or like a little bit early in the morning, or there's an event.
They did fly us out for the show in Florida though.
On the run tour, I was crying.
Did you meet Beyonce?
No, we didn't. We got
No,
there
she
late.
smiled at us a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, and Jay-Z seeing us.
Yeah.
He was rapping to us too. We was lit.
So you feel like at some point, if your music gets more lit, they'll actually let you meet them? Because that's kind of whack to fly y'all out there. Then y'all didn't even get a chance.
Well, we
to
were
meet them.
supposed to, but we was late.
But look, here's
Y'all
the thing.
y'all
Not
were early
a-
to the Red Pill podcast, 30 minutes.
It's not our
late
fault.
to
It
Jay-Z
wasn't our
and
fault.
Beyonce.
It was in Miami.
Wait. They were 30 minutes early. We didn't even have the fucking room set up yet. Late to Jay-Z. Wow.
It was in
I'm
Miami.
on fire.
There
It
was
was
mad
not-
traffic.
it was-
Okay, California has more freeways. Miami, South Beach, to where we was going, it was literally just one. And, you know, people can't drive.
That's
Oh, the
crazy, though,
Christmas
because
party?
I
We were at the Christmas party. We didn't go because we were getting ready for the video.
Oh, the Sway music video. We be working.
So
like,
once again,
Yeah.
y'all had another chance to meet Beyonce, and you chose to pass it up. It's crazy because I was listening to this
We
interview with
passed it
Beyonce a couple of days ago, and they were asking her who was next up in music. She was like, there were these two young girls that I thought were next up, but I keep giving them opportunities and they keep passing them up.
oh my God.
This is the thing. First of all, I didn't know that you guys were signed to Rock Nation, or I would never have invited you up here. I thought I was catching you guys on the way up. Okay. Now I know
Yeah.
that you guys already are doing your thing. I think that, seriously, all jokes aside, you guys are, I like talking to younger people because there's still so much responsibility you're going to have, right? You guys are going to blow up, get big, all of these things you're going to have to deal with. And the sort of reshaping of this culture that we have to do, you guys are going to be on the forefront of it. So all of these issues, man, especially in today's cancel culture, y'all going to have to be ready. You have to be ready for people to look at you and say whatever they're going to say about you. These people probably going to listen to parts of this interview. They might be a little touched about it. How do you deal with criticism? How do you deal with, you can't make a video about everyone. How you guys deal with shit that happens to you is going to denote, where you go. So,
I mean, everybody has their own opinions.
You
so.
can't please everybody. You gotta live by that. You can't please everybody.
Mhm.
You gonna have haters. You gonna have people that's not gonna see the same way. Like, You know, Kanye has his opinion or whatever. There's some people that understand and people that don't.
Who?
And Kanye.
West?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, people have their, like, they can either understand where he's coming from or they don't. Like,
How do you feel about that?
honestly, truly, I don't know, because he be going back and forth. So, you know.
Do you guys care about politics or any of those issues at all?
Yes, because the president we have is trash, okay? We're over here, people are out of jobs because, or not getting paid because he wants a wall built. Oh, I'm not going to give y'all money until I get my wall. That sounds like a little kid that's not getting his way. It makes no sense at all. And we're not even
Don't alienate anyone.
If you can make a change, go out there and make a change, and that includes going to go vote. And that's politics. Our thing is what we believe in, we stand for it. Like,
Right.
If you believe in something, go hard for it.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Last topic. Guys,
What about them?
how many celebrities have crept into the DMs? You don't even have to name. You don't have to name names.
There's a couple.
Like, how famous are they?
They people's fave.
They're people's fave. So
It could be any department though.
right, like
So they could be a comedian.
could be a comedian.
Yeah.
Could be an actor.
They could be an athlete.
Could be. That don't count. I like you like the athletes don't even count.
Oh, okay.
The athletes just it's too many of them. I know they coming. But other people, comedians, like musicians, all of that. How do you deal with that? I know some of these guys must be, as soon as you blew up, some of these guys must be a little intriguing to y'all.
Yeah, I mean, people still sleep, but it's okay. I mean, I don't know.
We've just focused on us. Like, our mom raised us to be independent.
Yeah.
You shouldn't depend on no man because y'all break up, he leave, what you got? Nothing. So we try and build our own.
People ain't ready for Ceraadi anyways because it's a requirement. You gotta be loyal. You know, you gotta be a real man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your own. And like, people be on their BS and they.
So you guys don't date?
No, we single.
You guys don't date?
I mean, like, go on
Interesting.
fun dates.
Like, y'all are so. This is crazy, ma'am. You did a good job. Like y'all are literally like just innocent young girls.
We're not innocent.
Yeah,
We've made our
I'm
teen
serious,
mistakes, but
no, they are innocent compared to like when I was growing up. We were just having fun. We're out there.
Mom was out there getting it.
Yeah, they're so focused. They're so focused. On,
And you're from Iowa?
Yeah, I'm from Iowa.
I was getting it in Iowa, huh? Because probably it was just the Dairy Queen and then there wasn't much else to do.
There was a cool move.
Cool, why? And then after that, it was just about hanging out and, tractor pulls and stuff like that, playing chicken.
Cow tipping. Yep.
Cow tipping.
Yes.
Let me tell you
big on
something.
that.
People don't understand how, first of all, it's very cruel to the cows. But people don't understand, I'm from Louisiana, it's cruel to the cows. Kids, don't cow tip. But it is fun.
I've never tried it really. I was just saying that.
You've never tipped a cow?
I'm not gonna tip a cow. I mean,
That's a lot of work.
cow. Like,
It's fun.
You've done it before?
you know, told them.
Of course.
Oh wow.
Of course, you just
I feel like
tipped
we're
the cow.
not real Midwesterners.
Nah, y'all probably not. But y'all LA girls. But what do y'all look for in guys though? Besides the loyalty thing, because that's not gonna happen. But like, what do y'all?
Dang, just crushed our dreams.
What do y'all should just kind of get used to that. That's like,
Nah, I mean, everybody be playing anyway, so it is what it is. But I mean, for guys, you have to have your own. You have to have some amount of respect, like even to say
ambitious, a
Yeah.
hustler, respectful.
Hustler.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Got
Loves their
family.
family, respects their family. Let's see here.
you gotta have a little swag to them.
Yeah.
You know,
Not scared to show their emotional side.
Yeah.
Cry.
You know, you don't gotta cry, but I'm saying like express your feelings.
Yeah,
Don't have me
people
out
just
here
gotta be a tough
guessing.
Tough cookie.
You know,
All right, you guys go on.
honesty.
Honesty.
Yes.
If you want to talk to somebody else, just let me know. And that's cool.
Exactly.
Like, you
People-
don't gotta sit there and cheat on me and break
You
my
guys
heart.
have
Like,
a hard time doing that. Y'all
Have a
don't-
hard time doing what?
telling the truth.
being honest.
Like, or you guys rather just string us along. Not every man, but y'all like to string people along because y'all scared to be like, hey, I don't want to be with you no more. Or y'all could be trying to like have best of both worlds. Like, I'm gonna be with someone that's fun, but then I'm gonna go back to the one that's holding me down type thing. And that's not what we doing over here. We're not doing that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, y'all shouldn't be in committed relationships right now. Anyway,
No,
y'all
we got a
y'all-
career to
y'all babies
fulfill.
and stuff like that. Y'all should be out here, holding hands, going to Disneyland and all of that stuff like that. All the stuff y'all do with the fellas. But I will say, demand stuff from these guys. Make them work, because a lot of these kids, I don't understand what's going on. Like when look, back in my day, you at least had to go to the Olive Garden. You know what I mean? The Netflix and chill thing wasn't a deal. I mean, you come over and we drink after a while, but the first time I got at least take you to like Damon's Macaroni Grill or something like that.
Don't go out on dates no
plus
more.
too, because like we make a good amount of money on YouTube, so we have our own money.
How much money do you guys make on YouTube?
That's not your
How
business.
much money do you make?
I'll tell you exactly the dollar amount that I make.
Well, that's nice.
I don't care how
A
people.
real businesswoman or man doesn't tell their business like that.
We had Amber Rose on this podcast, and she told me she makes $2 million on Instagram. So,
Cause you know what, she worked hard for that, and she should be able to gloat and all that stuff.
Is it? I'm just. This is the question. I'm not gonna ask you a specific dollars amount. Is it 6 figures on YouTube?
What's 6 figures again?
School, baby.
Roger.
No, 100,000. Is it?
Oh yeah, you can get up to 100,000.
Do you guys get up to 100,000?
They get over 100,000.
Yeah.
You get over $100,000
Yeah.
a year on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Is it over $500,000 a year?
No.
How do y'all make y'all money?
Oh, we just did stuff with Fashion Nova, so they give us clothes and then we create content for them, so that's extra income there. But this, Fashion Nova and YouTube for right now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, it's been enthralling talking to you ladies, man. A lot of interesting things learned. How many times has Drake DM'd you again?
0.
Oh, okay.
0.
Trying to think of who it would be. Let's play this guessing game.
Why you gotta be me?
Whoever, like whoever. Actor, athlete. You said comedian.
Mhm.
There has been a comedian.
Yes.
Over 30.
No.
Under 30.
Yeah.
This guy's famous. Like super famous.
Well known.
Well known. How many?
Everybody's well known now, though.
But how many followers on the gram?
I don't know what to say. I see
you
it,
just
but I
said-
don't open it. Like I don't go like you know how.
Oh, you don't open the DMs.
No, you know how you have like requests.
Yeah.
You can go scroll.
You could just scroll through and you don't gotta open it.
I open all of them.
No.
I'm not supposed to do that.
I open every single one of
'Cause
them.
if
Do you
you
know the
open
weird
it-
DMs? Hey, you know what? Y'all are right. I'm fucking up. Because like people will send me DMs and I'm like, hey, how you doing? Next thing you know,
They talk.
every, like, yo. And then it gets, at first it's like, you open a DM, it's like, yo, I know you see me DMing you. Yo,
Yeah.
fam, I need your help.
They see that it says seen.
Yeah, the basketball team in my hometown, we need jerseys. Y'all give it up for Ceraadi, man. Okay. They won't tell us who they're dating. That's fine.
We're not dating nobody.
In unison. Give it up for Ceraadi's mom. What's your name again, mama? What's your name again?
Sandra.
Sandra. Sandra. We out of here, man. Listen, y'all have anything y'all want to plug? What's the deal? What's coming up? Like any tours or any?
Be on the lookout for Ceraadi, you know what I'm saying? Big things coming,
Here we go.
2K19.
Here we go.
What's happening? 2 Sisters on the Rise, signed by Rock Nation. Hove, let's go,
Jesus
baby.
Christ.
We got the music coming, singles coming. Go ahead and stream Sway, Active, Kung Pao.
Exactly.
We got merch on there on YouTube. Go ahead and do it all. Share our links with everybody. Be Ceraadified.
Oh my Lord! Clap for these young ladies. Get the fuck off my podcast, man. Today's episode of The Red Pill is brought to you by Deezus and Mero. The brand is brolic, is stronger than ever. With their brand new late night talk show now on Showtime. Love these guys, man. Go to showtime.com/hive to secure your $4.99 a month for 6-month offer. Expires March 14th.